Hello. Hi. Welcome to Shmirchik Tipsy Tarot, where you'll experience all the unpleasantness that comes with me. So, we're going to do a reading on what's coming up with your job. Will you get the job? What to expect in the job? What decisions to make, right? What to do about the social aspects of the job, right? And you can pick a card, which I'm going to show you now, right? So, firstly, let's check that. I don't understand why I can't. I need to see if this is working, right? Is it working? Is it on silent? Hello? Hello? Bear with me because I don't know how to edit all this out, right? So if you want, you can put this on 2 times faster. And the reason I can't see is because it's on private. Wow, I don't feel the smartest at the second. Bear with me, okay? A lot of time it takes me 2 minutes to get into it, to really, right? To really, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Right? Hello? Hello? It's not on mute, right? Okay. Okay, so you have 3 cards. 3 cards to choose from, right? You have number 1, number 2, 3 piles. Number 2, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay. Take your pick, and I'll put the timestamps in the description below so that you can basically get all your answers, right? So we're going to start with pile number 1. I'm going to put pile number 2 and pile number 3 away here. And we'll go from there. Okay, so pile number 1. Okay. Will you get the job? Pile number 1. Will you get the job that you are applying for? Will you get the job that you are applying for? Well, pile number 1. Get the job they're applying for. That's incompatibility. Independence, leaving the home, and okay. Will you get the job that you are applying for? Right? So we have the Lovers here, right? And the Lovers, it's incompatibility. The job is not compatible with you for some reason. And the job that you are searching for, but it talks about somebody who's trying to release the past and trying to be independent, right? And leave the home. It could be that if you want to get a job, you might have to, that's compatible with you, right? That makes sense for you, a job that will be good for you in the long run. It could be that you'll just need to actually take the step to leave your house, to leave what you're comfortable in, to leave the past behind, right? In order to embrace the unknown. And so I see you moving forward, right? Even though this job, I don't think is compatible for you, I don't think you'll get it, even so, which might be a good thing because then you don't really want to get a job. You don't want to get this job, being a job you're not going to be happy with, right? The Hermit, it talks about someone who's going to feel isolated. It's reversed, right? Feeling lonely in this job, antisocial. It could be that right now you're feeling lost, antisocial, and you don't know what to do. And the 10 of Wands, it talks about needing to put down the responsibility, the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new, when it comes to work, right? 10 of Wands, that can be work. Overburdened, overloaded from responsibilities. It talks about somebody who has lots of responsibilities, and it's an uphill struggle to actually get the job that you want, right? You have lots of obligations. It talks about delays. It's been delayed, right? Or it will be delayed in a job that you're trying to get. It could be that also your old job finished and now it's the end of that cycle and it's the beginning of a new, right? So it talks about somebody who's oppressed by other people's desires and feeling overwhelmed. You have to find a job which is going to be good for you, which you want to do. You shouldn't do a job, get into a job which you're going to be unhappy with, something that's incompatible for you. So this job that you're applying for, I don't think you'll get the job, right? The next question I'll ask is someone like you, what kind of job should you go for, right? For the collective, I'm asking the Lord Universe, the angels, and the spirit guides, right? So for someone like you, the people who chose this pile, what kind of job should you apply for, right? What kind of job would make you happy, I think, in the long run, right? The Tower, having trouble adapting to changes, not reaping what you sow, Four of Cups. Okay, so we have here the Tower reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Four of Cups upright, and the Queen of Swords. So it's the Tower reversed. It talks about fear of change. So it makes sense according to my other the first question that we asked, right? Regarding if you'll get the job. It talks about like needing to leave home, release the past, and be more independent. So this can tie in with you feeling like afraid maybe to step forward and get certain jobs, right? Because of change. And you don't want to be obligated. It could be that some of you don't like to be tied down to any kind of obligation. So if you have to get a job, then it can mean that you don't want to be obligated. You don't want like a commitment to one job, right? Because then you feel oppressed, right? But it's an inevitable situation that's going to happen. You're going to have to get a job eventually, right? And then there's like Seven of Pentacles reversed, which talks about not reaping what you sow, not seeing the results of your hard work, ready to give up, and you're looking for feedback, right? So it makes sense. That's why you're coming on my channel to see, to get advice, right? So with the Four of Cups, it talks about someone who is happy where they are and they're not open to new opportunities. And that ties in where like somebody might be afraid of change. So let's just go see the kind of job you'd be able to get, right? It talks about somebody who is a couch potato. It could be that there's an element of laziness, right? When it comes to this particular collective reading for the people, they like to read poets. Your daydreamer talks about being a couch potato, and somebody who's just dreaming, So maybe you should get a job reading stories to children, or let's see what the Queen of Swords says, right? The Queen of Swords, it talks about needing to be in your strength, right? You need to come into your strength and think rationally. And it's not really giving me the answer to what kind of job you should get, right? I guess you'll just have to come to it yourself, right? Because the Ten of Cups, it's it could be that you're having issues at home, right? Family fighting, right? And I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to get a job, because even if you get a job that you don't like necessarily, I feel like you'd have the strength to back out of it, and cut it out with the Queen of Swords. So we have Ten of Cups reversed, and it talks about broken family, shattered dreams, selfishness. So fighting in the family, perhaps you've had some sort of breakup, and then Four of Pentacles, holding on to the past, right? Stinginess, grittiness, no boundaries, reckless with resources. And it's telling you that perhaps this is something you struggle with, and that's why you're being forced to get a job, because you're not careful with your money, right? So I'm not getting an answer what kind of job you should get. I guess you'll have to come to it on your own, right? So now we're going to ask the question. I need to write down the question so that I will be able to remember it for the card for pile number 1, 2, and 3, right? So it's it's what was the first question? So the second question was like, what kind of job to get? And question number 1, I don't remember what it was. So now number 3 will be, the question will be, right, when will you get a job, right? When will you get a job? Okay, so when will you get a job? The timing, right? And perhaps this will give me insight into what kind of job you need to apply for. You know, what would be good for you. Nine of Wands reverse, Temperance, in the world. Okay, so we have 9 of Wands reverse, which means pointless struggles. Like you feel like, okay, I'm fighting for the wrong reasons. There's no point in me trying to get a job. It's just not working. Nothing's working. Exhaustion, feeling burned out, feeling doubts. Then we have Temperance, which talks about you having the angels with you, right? And it tells you that you shouldn't be afraid to try different types of jobs, you know, like to dip your feet in and try different types of areas where you think that you might not be capable of having a job. Try those jobs that, you know, like, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to try new things with the Temperance, because you have God on your side. And then we have the World reverse, which talks about failure to imbalance and no closure. It could be that you have no closure from something with the World reversed. You've lost a job, perhaps. You have difficulties completing the process of getting a job, or perhaps you have no real closure from your last job that you had. And then the Sun, which talks about comfort, harmony, happiness, joy, pleasure, right? So nurture. So I feel like you will get a job eventually, something that you will be comfortable with and you'll actually enjoy it, right? And so the timing for this card would be this month, August, right? It would actually be this month on a Sunday, right? Let's see what the timing for Temperance is. Having a purpose. Also, you need to get a job that will give you a feeling of purpose, right? So, for instance, like according to someone's personality. So, for instance, a lot of people, they feel like they like to serve, right? So a lot of people that feel they want to serve will go into the babysitting industry. They'll go work with special needs people. They'll work with the elderly, right? Something that gives them purpose. If it serves you, your purpose to go and actually be an artist, right? Go into that line of work, you know, of art, whatever it may be, right? That will give you purpose. And also it should be something that you enjoy with the Sun, right? So you'll either get a job in December or in August for the collective, right? And it's karmic. And don't be afraid to dream big, basically. Don't be afraid to dream big. And that's that, right? So, right? That's for pile number 1, right? Okay, now what we'll do is we will go to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. What was the first question? Right, here's your pile number 2. Oh, these are big cards. First question will be, for pile number 2, is pile number 2, right? What was the first question? What to expect from a job, right? What to expect from a job coming up, right? What to expect from this. What was the question that I wanted to ask? Literally, it's like Okay, let me check something. Bear with me, please. Thank you. Sorry, I need to be a little bit more organized, right? I'm just trying my best to pick a job. What is coming to you in regard to your job, right? What is coming to you in regard to your current job or in regard to jobs, right? Pile number 2. So I want to just see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. Very good. Okay. What to expect from your current job, right? What's coming in regard to your business or your job, right? Right. So it talks about somebody getting a new idea, an epiphany, a deep realization of some sort, and finding clarity in regard to your job, your money, your business, right? And it talks about new beginnings. So something new is going to come your way. If you're having a business idea, it's going to be a new invention, a new business idea. It'll be a new beginning for you in business. And it's something that's very exciting, right? Then we have 2 of Wands reversed, which talks about like loss of control, fear of change, playing safe, bad planning, hopelessness, out of options, feeling like you're out of options in regard to your business or your job. And then there's 7 of Wands reversed, which talks about feeling overwhelmed and feeling like you don't want to fight anymore because you've lost your confidence for some reason because of some sort of maliciousness that is going on in your working environment or with the Page of Swords. Some people lying, people being dishonest, people being malicious, right? Misunderstandings, playing with your mind, right? So, right, the question is, right, in regard to this, because of all this that is going on, what should your next steps be in your business or your job, right? Because of all this that is going on, right? What should you do in this situation? For the collective, I'm asking your Lord of the universe, the angels, and the spirit guides to help us, right? What should you do in this situation, right? Oh, coming clean. You need to rethink your approach to everything in regard to your business. You need to come clean in your mind or come clean to people. Perhaps you've lied or somebody's lied to you. Someone will come clean to you or you need to come clean to them, right? In order to advance with the 8 of Wands. You need to rethink your way of doing things, right? And I feel like you will get that epiphany with the Ace of Swords, that clear, deep realization about something or somebody that they're either cheating, and then you'll have to rethink your way of dealing with these people with the Page of Swords, right? And then you'll be able to advance. And it talks about lots of communication and excitement and travels and infatuations, obsession, not obsessions, like 8 of Wands. It's making progress, lots of change happening, even though you're afraid of change, it seems to say, and you feel like you're out of options. I feel like things are going to change very quickly, and you're going to overcome these problems with these malicious people, right? And then it's the 10 of Swords. Things are going to have to go up from here because it feels like you're going to hit rock bottom, and then it's going to feel like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore, and then you're going to go up from here. And with all this, you're going to be rethinking your approach, whether it is to change your job, change your business ideas, like that. So the next question we'll ask is, what kind of change can you make, right? Because what can you do to change your business or your job, right? To make things better, because it seems like you don't have it easy. What can you do to change your business or make things better? Page of Pentacles. Procrastination? No. Page of Pentacles reversed is, hold on, no commitment, undisciplined. You need more discipline, right? It talks about things being unfair, and with the Star reversed, dreams being unfulfilled, right? So you need to basically, if you're, first of all, it talks about you with the justice. The justice is, first of all, improving your relationships within your job, right? It talks about improving your relationships, right? Trying to get compensation and justice for yourself. If it means going and getting things done legally, you will get justice, I think, right? And it talks about compensation, justice, trying to find balance. And I think you need to basically get more disciplined. You need more discipline, and you need to find direction and discipline when it comes to your work. Because it seems to say with the Page of Pentacles that you're unorganized, undisciplined, lazy, greedy, no commitment, clutter, materialistic, right? So you need to, first of all, clear up the clutter. Try to, get clarity. You will get clarity if you clear up the clutter, right? The Star reversed talks about dishonesty, no faith. You need to get faith. You need to connect with your faith and your higher source. And you need to refine, you need to get some sort of skill with your hands to build for the future, right? So if you have one business idea or you're within this job, you need to basically develop a different skill so that you can, it's like basically don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to learn a new skill with your hands, right? And perfect it so that you can have a different option for the future, right? To have a different option to be able to expand your business for stability for the future, right? So working on yourself, trying to be stable, right? Eight of Pentacles, it's making progress and focusing on being on your studies. Be careful with money, it says, and basically learning a new skill, right, for the future. So you need discipline, and don't be afraid to go after justice. If it's legal matters, talks about contracts, or to try to create stability for, like, basically repair those relationships or work on the relationships that you have, right, and try to be balanced in your work environment. You need discipline. And the Star reverse, it talks about unfulfilled wishes. It could be that you're not feeling your wishes fulfilled now, but you need to work on yourself in order to have a good future with business, right? And that means also to gain a new skill with your hands, right? And pay attention to detail and work hard on your studies. And so for those of you who basically want a new job, right, let's go see if a new job, like what kind of job you can get if you want a new job, right? If you want a new job, what kind of job can you get, right? Pile 2. Nine of Pentacles, fleeting success, temperance. I would say stick to the job that you have now, right? Stick to the job that you have now. It talks about fleeting success, right? So if you're on a business idea, and if you're in a business or you have your job, I would say stay there, because it talks about things having fleeting success if you change your job, I think, right? And be careful with money. It talks about somebody who spends too much money, living beyond your means, right? Uh, Temperance reversed. It talks about need for balance and impatience, and so that makes me feel like this is something that you can work on, is to pay attention to detail and um, work on your skills. And you need to recommit yourself to your job, right? It talks about chaos, impulsive, closed mind, and not caring, being forceful. And then Six of Swords reversed. It talks about trying to, lots of unresolved issues in your job, perhaps in your life, and you're stuck in the past. It's hard for you to make changes. So that's why I'd say you're probably going to stick with your job that you have already, because you don't like change so much. It seems to say you have difficulty transitioning into anything new because you feel alone and you have lots of issues from the past. And then there's Ace of Cups reversed, blocked emotions, emotional loss, blocked emotion. You need to also replenish your energy in some way, if it means going on vacation or something, and to you need to start following your intuition. You need to maybe do some sort of meditation in order to basically follow your intuition, to be able to regain business sense, and to be more successful in your job and everything. That's from what I understand. So for pile number 2, I feel like you're already involved in something, in a job or business, right? For those of you in pile 2 that don't have a job, I can ask when you'll get a job, right? When will you get a job? King of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Okay, so King of Cups reversed. Coldness, moodiness, bad advice, emotional stress, blocked emotions. Yeah, it talks about someone in your life who's very negative, right? Somebody gives you bad advice in your business or your job or your work or in your life. You need to start listening to yourself because your emotions are blocked. And this negative person, you should cut them. I'm not saying cut them out completely, just don't listen to what they say. It's probably an older man or a man. 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's not reaping what you sow, not seeing the results of your hard work, working for nothing, making the same mistakes, right? You need to try something different, right? When it comes to trying to find a job, right? You need to, or trying to be successful in your job, you need to try different things, break out of patterns, do things that you've never done before, right? And don't be afraid of change. That's what it seems to say. And for the date, right? King of Pentacles, I feel like if you try new things, you'll probably get a job with the King of Pentacles, right? And you'll be self-sustaining, and perhaps even you'll have a mentor who is, perhaps you'll become part of a firm. You'll work for a firm or something where there will be really good people to mentor you, or perhaps you'll even become promoted to some sort of a high spot in a job, right? You'll be wealthy. Not wealthy, but you'll have come into money, I think, right? You'll have security. It talks about hard workers. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, and the date for this is September. You'll probably get a job in September, from August in 2 days to September, probably. You'll get a job within that time. And for the timing, allegedly for entertainment purposes. 8 of Wands, right? Advancement. You'll be moving forward, not 8, 10, sorry. Overburdened, overloaded, responsibility, stress, problems, weight on your shoulder, duty, drudgery, obligations, restricted, burnout. And I feel like when you get this job, it's going to take a burden off your shoulders, right? You'll be able to put the stress load down because finally you'll have that security, and it'll be the end of waiting, right? I think it's the end of the chapter for you to have been, talks about end of obligations, right? Like you feel like you're being taken for granted. So I feel like when you get this new job, it's going to be a new beginning for you, right? And so again, this date is also December, so it could be that you'll either get this job in 2 days time, or in, because today is August 10th, or you'll get this job in September or December, right? Yeah, so that's the job for, this is pile number 2's reading. Now we're going to go to pile number 3. Pile number 3, right? Pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3. Okay, tell me about this person. What's coming up for this person's job and business? Pile number 3. Tell me what's coming up for these collective people, Lord, you and Spirit guides. Please tell me what's coming up for the collective job and what's coming up for this person's business, job, whatever, right? I like the feel of these cards. This is timeless, by the way. So it's for those of you who come on here and you feel like you need advice, right? It will come to you at the right time, right? So what's coming up for this person, right? For business, 5 of Swords. Oh my goodness. And the Hierophant. Ooh. Okay, so. Okay, there's some changes. Radical shift is going to happen real soon. With the 5 of Swords, there'll be some sort of war. It talks about being the victim of attack or getting attacked, right? It could be physically, it could be just, in the job, being attacked as a person, fighting, war, breakups, rifts. So it could be that the change that can happen is that you will have this breakup with the job, or something is going to go on with the job where it's going to cause you lots of pain, right? And some changes, which is going to cause you to go in and need a vacation and make you like not want to fight anymore. You'll hang up the swords, and perhaps you'll have a time to go on vacation, right? And meditate and take time, because you'll need to replenish your energy from that attack, right? And then the Hierophant, it talks about being part of an institution, government. Perhaps you're part of a government institution, right? Or perhaps you're in the military, right? And okay, pile 3. Maybe this is talking about military. Somebody who's going to war in the military. That's your job, vocation. It could be that, and for those of you who are in the military, or it could be those of you who have a job in this government institutions. It could be a religious institution, government institutions, and the like, right? And then the Chariot, it talks about overcoming obstacles, finding balance, and making fast-paced change. So things are going to be changing for you, and it could be that you will need to make a switch in the job, right? Break up with the job, switch in the job, and then you will get switched to something governmental, right? Or it could be that some changes are going to happen within the job, right? 1 second, let me see. 5 of Swords, right? Conflict, situation change. It could be you'll walk away from some sort of fight, and people will stab you in the back, feeling broken. You'll feel like you want revenge, right? And then there's 4 of Swords. It's all swords, lots of war. Then you'll need to rest and retreat, and get somebody to like be a mediator in the job or something like that, right? And then things will calm down and turn to normal. And then the Hierophant, institutions, getting advice. Perhaps you'll also need to get advice in the job. Perhaps you'll need to get therapy to recover from this, and stability will return with the Hierophant. And perhaps you're working, or you should get a job in government. This is a type of job that you should get. For those of you who are looking for a job, perhaps you need to get like a government job, right? With the Hierophant, right? Guidance, professional, long-term. It's going to be a long-term job, right? An arranged setup, long-term. This could be any establishment. It could be a school establishment. It could be you in some sort of authority position, right? And then there's the Chariot. Yeah. So, right? The Chariot. Let's see. The Chariot. It's a movement, execution, getting something done, fast-paced change, right? Moon, sun, judgment, and then the world. The Chariot. Yeah. Sometimes I look up, right? Progressive journey. Taking action. Okay. Next question, right? Next question. The next question for pile number 3 is what ideas for pile number 3 to do in the job? What new ideas on how to make your job easier and better? How to make your job easier and better in pile number 3. Thanks. How to make your job easier and better. 5 of Cups, regrets, lots of changes, breakups, rifts, the Tower reversed. 5, wow, lots of changes. Things are going to be changing. Perhaps you'll have breaks up with people, fighting with people, and you're going to have lots of war going on, and you're going to need to, like, people butting heads with people, right? 5 of Cups. This is probably ongoing in your job. Self-pity, change, sadness, acceptance, feeling betrayed and let down, feeling remorse and regret, depression. So it seems like you're gonna be going through a time where you're gonna feel regrets in regards to the job, and sadness, and like feeling betrayed. And the Tower reverse, it talks about dodging a bullet. It's like whatever is happening in your job and whatever is gonna happen, right? With all the fighting and the chaos and the betrayal and the sadness, and there's lots of drama in the work that you do, right? When it comes to this institution that you work for, right? And it talks about an inevitable situation that is supposed to happen, whether it is the changes that have happened in the job or whether it's the job that you had to leave, right? It's like an inevitable situation. It was going to happen, right? And it's going to happen. And it talks about you feeling afraid of change because there's lots of changes happening, and that's like causing instability. And instability is not fun, right? So it makes you feel very unstable. It talks about ongoing chaos, and perhaps you'll have a spiritual awakening when it comes to this. It's like this situation that blew up or will blow up. It's an inevitable situation that is going to happen. And you can try to divert the crisis, right? Push it off, but eventually it happens, right? With the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is 2 5s. It's war, it's conflict, disagreements, frustration, it's loss of control, right? Changes, lots of internal battles within yourself and with others, tension, frustration, misunderstandings, aggression, and it's karmic. Saturn and Leo, right? And this could probably happen in 5 days' time, or it's happening as we speak. And it can happen in October. And then there's Three of Pentacles, because it talks about like you're just having a hard time collaborating and working with the people at your job. It's a Three of Pentacles, right? So, what was the question? The question was how to improve the situation. It's basically describing what's going to happen. So, what to do to improve this situation. What to do to improve the situation, right? What to do to improve the situation for the collective. Seven of Swords. The High Priestess. Wow. What to do to improve the situation? Seven of Swords. It talks about you need to be confident in yourself because you have confidence and experience when it comes to these type of things, these type of people, these type of jobs. So just be confident in yourself. But the Seven of Swords also talks about like being betrayed. Somebody's sneaking. Stop self-sabotage. A lot of this, it seems to say, what's happening in the job is that you are sabotaging yourself. Like perhaps you're doing things or saying things that you know are going to cause things to go awry, right? And you just can't help yourself, right? It could be all these people are sneaking around you and they're giving you bad energy. And it talks about you having guilt and shame. And I think don't run away from the truth, right? Whatever your realization is, what you're doing to yourself, sabotaging this job, right? You need to face the truth and be honest with yourself. But it also talks about people sneaking around you and betraying you and trying to stab you in the back, doing things behind your back with the Seven of Swords. So you need to just, if you see something happening like that, you're not dreaming it. It's real. It's happening. You know. Moon in Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius. It's friendships. It could be your friends that are doing this to you in the job. People you think that you're friends. They're the ones who are actually causing all this problems. It could be perhaps you need to just not people in your job who you think are your friends, Aquarius, right? And then it's the moon is secrets, lies, patterns. People you think that you can trust with your secrets, you shouldn't trust them, right? In this job. And then there's a High Priestess. What can you do? You can basically, you know the truth inside yourself and listen to the voice inside of you that speaks without words, because you have the knowledge, you have the information, you have the understanding, you have all the faculty to connect with yourself and to be able to take yourself out of this bad situation that is going on at work, right? Seven of Swords and the High Priestess, yeah. Hold on. I'm looking for Empress, the High Priestess. Yeah, mystery secrets. You can keep your secrets to yourself. If you feel like talking to people about problems within work, don't talk to them. Whatever you think, just keep your thoughts to yourself at work. Keep your mouth shut and follow your intuition. And it's fine, you know. This is also the astrology, the planet of the moon in Cancer. Even if you have turbulent emotions, the moon, it's secrets. It's also, it could be lies. It could be someone who's stuck in patterns, making the same type of actions. So I would say, you know, break out of that pattern where you just feel like just saying whatever's on your mind to people and thinking that they're your friends. They're not your friends. Keep secrets to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Be a little bit mysterious and secretive, and keep all the knowledge that you have to yourself within the job. And you will get promoted eventually. I see you getting promoted in your job. And follow the voice inside of you. Follow your intuition. Listen. My father always says to me, listen to the voice inside of you which speaks without words, right? So that's the advice I can give you on how to navigate through your job. And for those of you who don't have a job, for pile 3, I'm gonna ask what kind of job you'll get, and what kind of job you'll get, and what kind of job you'll get, and when you'll get a job. So pile 3. For your condolences for guys. For the collective, he's that answer. When will they get a job? Give me the timing of when they will potentially get a job. I love the way the cards just slide off each other. They're very slippery. I love it. The Lovers. Wow. King of Wands reversed. Ace of Swords. Vitality, Chaos, and Ace of Wands. New beginnings. When will we get a job? Let's see the timing for the Lovers. The Lovers is it talks about duality, shipping up with somebody, right? Partnershiping up with somebody, finding somebody to work with as a partner. Perhaps this is talking about business. Perhaps it talks about you doing a family business with your husband, your lover, to make money, right? But the timing is either 1 year or May next year, May, right? That's the timing for the Lovers. But it can also mean like you'll literally find love in 1 year. King of Wands reverse, it talks about a man who's temperamental and has lots of expectations and overbearing. So it could be that, right? I don't know what it's trying to say here. An Ace of Swords, brutality, chaos, violence, confusion. It could be that what the cards are saying, that a relationship that you've been in is stopping you from getting where you want to get. But then we have the Ace of Wands, which would be to get a job, right? You'll be getting a new offer in September, probably. It could be even immediately, because Ace of Wands is 1 day. The timing is days. So it's 1 day immediately or in September, right? But I feel like what these cards are trying to say here is basically, it's talking about a situation where either you can get into business with, basically literally get into bed with your for a job, right, with your partner, or literally partnering up with your lover for a job to make a business. Or it can mean also that you've been in this relationship which is holding you back from getting a job. There's lots of fire here, lots of passion, right? It talks about also teamwork. Perhaps you need to partner up with somebody to make a business, get some sort of job. But the timing for a literal job, it talks about, okay, here, a male person who is older and being very hard to be around and work with. An egocentric, selfish, temperamental person who's perhaps preventing you with providing chaos, constant chaos in your personal life, right? That you think you love this person, but I feel like you'll get a new offer, and perhaps you'll also get an offer through. Perhaps you'll get a new offer of a job through relationships, like sexual relationships that you have, right? But I feel like the timing for the job, if you're going to get it, is immediately, or it's a very strange thing I'm reading here, right? Like the timing for this is 1 day or September, right? So you'll get a job probably in September, right? So we have the Ace of Wands. It talks about starting point. It'll be a starting point for you tomorrow, or immediately, or in September, right? And then there's the Ace of Swords. 1 second. confusion, brutality, chaos, misunderstanding, lack of communication, denial, confusion, right? Some people have been, perhaps people that you've been in love with, have made you really confused and kept you from your capabilities, but something new is going to come your way. New beginnings. It could be sexual offers, right? But I would say it could be a new beginning for anything. Job, romance, right? It's very interesting. Let me see. Let me see something. 1 second. What's it trying to say? I asked when this person is getting a new job. What's it trying to say? Taurus, values and possessions. It could be that you'll get lots of like property or whatever, or like possessions and things of value. It could be gifts from a romantic partner. Could that be? And it's in the 6th house of Mercury, Virgo. It could be that housework, working in people's homes, right? That could be also a job that you can go into, right? Being a housekeeper, maybe working in a family setting. And it could also mean that you can get gifts or some sort of values from a relationship. Perhaps you might not even have to get a job because the man that you will be with will support you. And then this is in the North Node, which is that's where you're heading, right? So you're heading to a place of housekeeping or new offers, or it could be new love, right? So for pile number 3, it's been a very interesting read. Let's see if we can ask another question for pile number 3, right? Right. So what's the message for pile number 3? What's the message? Pile number 3. Seven of Swords. Come clean, rethink your approach to things. If you need to tell people what you've done, come clean to them. The Seven of Swords reversed. Or come clean to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Try to move past the past. And because it says that you have a hard time with changes that come your way. And then there's the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which talk about lost opportunity, mischance, bad investments. Be careful of your future investments, and because some choices that you will have will be unhealthy for you, so just be aware of that. And then you will just try to think smartly when it comes to investing in anything, right? In a job, in investments. And it talks about, with the Nine of Cups, it talks about you finally having this satisfaction and joy that you need from job. You will be successful, you'll be satisfied, you will be comfortable, you will have this happiness which comes with success and abundance. Your wishes will be granted. So you're in the right direction. That's what it seems to say. So with that, pile 3, I wish you all the best. Allegedly, all of this allegedly, this can all come to be, and for some of you it might not come to be. So yeah, I'm not making any claims. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to subscribe or unsubscribe, and have a great day. Bye.